It's almost the new year, and that means that there's a fucking list of coming at
What?
you.
What kind of list? The list of things you liked in 2018?
Yeah.
But I was
but it's a trailer
but
podcast.
for movie trailers.
It's a trailer podcast, so we're going to specifically talk about our favorite trailers of the year.
Oh, that makes so much more sense than what I was thinking. Also, Happy New Year and Merry Christmas and all that kind of jazz and all
Happy
this,
Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa.
all the things.
Happy all of the holidays.
Happy shoveling. It was a lovely year, and it was a lovely year in movie trailers.
Well, we're going to find out if it was a good year after we take a look at Lee's lists.
A deal.
You can't haul your stuff without a trailer hitch. Trailer hitch.
Turn the lights, grab a seat, pour yourselves some whiskey neat. It's time to judge the shit out of these future releases by the movie trailers. We're trailer hits. This movie might totally suck, but the whiskey sure is going down fine. Yeah, we're trailer hits.
Alright, so fuck a preamble. We're just going to get right into this. Because obviously...
I like preambles.
Obviously, all of these trailers we have given like a need to see.
Sure.
You would think... Unless there's an insane curveball, in which case we'll let you know if an insane curveball.
Hey, I mean,
happened.
last year you gave me a curveball and threw on a trailer that we didn't even review.
Sure.
In the entire year, I wasn't even aware of it.
The Square's really good.
The Square, and you saw it. That was your number 2.
Yeah.
So there can be curveballs, of course. I'm pretty sure all of mine are just straight up need to sees from this show.
And that's actually true for me this
Okay,
year.
great. I mean, we have gotten a little bit more focused on the kinds of trailers that we're reviewing are the ones we end up going to see, and they're the ones that stick with us. That's why we pick them.
Yep.
We know how to pick them because we're professionals, Kevin. That's what I'm getting at.
Damn straight.
That's right. So we have some lists of trailers that we need to talk about with you guys. The best of the best. Not our favorites. That's objective. We're talking about the best trailers of 2018 here. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
Yeah,
So,
we see these publications trying to step into our fucking territory with their, here's our top trailers of the year. And, look, it's, the teaser for this superhero movie. And it's like, we're fucking beyond that shit. We look at this as an art form, goddammit.
this is a trailer podcast. We're telling you what the best trailers are of 2018. It's happening now.
Yes, we're starting with honorable mentions, of course.
We got 2 of them each, right?
Yep.
And then we're going to do top 5s. I believe I started with my honorable mention last year because I just listened to the episode. That's how I know this. I just like going back and revisiting old times. So I'm going to let you kick us off with your first honorable mention.
First honorable mention for me is actually Tully.
I remember it.
Yeah.
I remember it fondly.
Yeah, definitely that buildup of Charlize Theron's character just slowly losing her fucking mind as a parent and becoming substantially more exhausted as the trailer was going on. And then having that rush of relief once Tully, the night nanny, ends up coming, I thought was conveyed really well in the trailer. And just over the course of 2 minutes, I bought completely into her exhaustion as a character, her frustrations, and like her mistakes too. Her dropping the phone on her baby is simultaneously pretty funny, while also kind of heartbreaking too, because she's going to just kick herself.
Beat herself up over it.
All day.
Absolutely.
All week over this.
Now, are you talking about the trailer that ends with Tully ringing the doorbell, or the one that has Tully in it?
It'd be the
throughout?
trailer too. So it'd be the one with Tully. She comes in at about like the halfway point of this trailer.
Got it. Okay. I mean, both of them convey Charlize Theron's exhaustion. So that didn't quite pinpoint it for me because all of the trailers did a great job at just like expressing what her day-to-day life is like. So, God, I really loved those trailers, and I still haven't gotten around to see the movie.
Oh, it's so good.
I know. I think there's a few on my list that there's a few that I haven't seen on my list
All right.
still.
We'll go for it. What's your
All right.
first honorable
My
mention?
first honorable mention is Avengers Infinity War from April. I have to specify that because the very first... Well,
the very first one came out in
2017, November. Yeah. I looked it up.
Jesus.
To be fair, that one was the best one, in my opinion. But the one that came out in... Whenever I said it just came out, 2018, I'm not going to go look again. That trailer just like continued to get me amped up for this event movie. And we really dove into Thanos. We dove into characters finally knowing who Thanos is or hearing about Thanos for the first time. This is the trailer that had Tony Stark going, "Tell me his name again." And then Gamora going, "Thanos." And she explains he can wipe out existence like that. Spoiler alert, he does.
Yeah, it's literally...
He did that in that movie. It happened. So that's the trailer I'm talking about. And not the one that starts with Nick Fury explaining the idea of the Avengers, which is the better one. That is why that's my honorable mention. It amped me up onto a level I can't even possibly describe to you. So that's why.
Very cool.
There you go. That's my first honorable mention.
My second honorable mention is Mary Poppins. This is
Mary Poppins Returns, you mean?
Mary Poppins Returns,
yes.
So this is not the first teaser that, again, if you throw a spooky soundtrack under it, it could just be a horror movie. No, I'm talking about the first full proper trailer for Mary Poppins Returns. And reason being, James and I, for at least a year now, have been talking about how musical trailers tend to hide the singing in trailers.
What's the deal?
What's the fucking deal?
What's the deal with that?
If it's a musical, you can get me into the theater by having the characters sing.
You don't need to lie to me.
And I think Mary Poppins actually accomplishes that exceptionally well.
Not as good as Ugly Dolls, but you're right.
So yeah, that was mostly why. It was just like the fact that it did effectively, in a weird way, broke old ground and made it new again by actually selling you what the goddamn movie is going to be.
You know,
how quaint.
I'd be interested in looking back at an old trailer for the original Mary Poppins and seeing if there is actual singing in it of people moving their mouth to sunk singing. Mm-hmm. I'd be interested. I don't know. Excellent. That was a fun one. All right, are you ready for my second?
Yes.
My second honorable mention is Hereditary.
Nice.
I did specify which one. It's the Hereditary trailer that came out in January, actually. All I wrote next to in my little notes here, I just have written, "Jeez." I can't. You know how I felt about the movie. We talked about it at length.
Yep.
But what got me in that theater? The trailer. Mm-hmm. And what a amazingly crafted trailer from beginning to end. The sound design to the characters that you're just like, what is going on with these characters? They're just so fascinatingly weird. And this music, it's like weird, chaotic strings, and the sound effects, the clicking, the daughter doing the clicking sound effect, the model houses. It showcased everything that the movie had to offer. Even certain things that are like spoilery things that you don't really know are spoilery things yet are in that trailer. Like, yeah. Spoiler alert for Hereditary, but there's the model of the son driving the car with the little girl sticking out the side of it. True. That's in the trailer. Mm. And then there's also Toni Collette just banging her head against like a ceiling. Yeah. But in your head, you're just kind of like, oh, that's just like a reverse shot. Mm-hmm. Like someone just did a funky camera thing. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh no, she's like full on Spider-Manning the ceiling there and smashing her head against it. Just in retro, I shouldn't like compare it in retrospect, but I am a little bit. It was just creepy. It was crawly, but it was good, man. It was a perfectly executed, not perfectly, it was a very well executed trailer. If it was perfect, it would have been on my top 5, Kevin.
Sure.
But it didn't quite make it. It was number 6, essentially.
Yeah.
So it was really good. I really liked it. So.
All right, cool.
Should we do this?
Yeah, we're going into it. Our number 5.
So we're about to do Kevin's number 5.
Is the second trailer for Vox Lux.
Interesting.
Reason being,
yes.
it's very rare for James and I to watch a trailer, give it a need to see more, and then watch a second trailer and actually improve the rating to the need to see.
We commented after the episode.
Yeah.
This never happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it stuck out to me just how much of an improvement that second trailer really was.
Yeah.
And even divorced from the context of the first one, just taking this as its own standalone trailer, we have really great cross-cutting between Natalie Portman as a kid and growing up with her now adult life as a pop star.
It just makes so much sense in the trailer.
Oh. Yeah, there's really great vivid imagery, and though that existed in the first trailer, now there's a bit more weight to it now that we have a little bit more with Natalie Portman's character. And specifically, she has to go back to her friend's funeral when she was a kid every time she performs like what I estimate to be one of her biggest hits.
Right. Yeah.
And now it makes a ton of sense why she is as moody and upset as she is. It's not the typical pop star like, oh, my fucking Gatorade wasn't cold enough. Like, no, she has to relive an incredibly traumatic part of her past.
But also her Gatorade might not be cold enough.
Which is an issue, goddammit. Especially when you have to relive a trauma.
Let's not skate over that. That's a big problem in the world today.
Yes. And so, yeah, I mean, from the formal standpoint, how it's edited, story standpoint, visually, again, that fucking shot in the tunnel when she's on the back of the motorcycle just looks amazing.
Oh, with the fucking sequence mask?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Thought it was great.
Yeah,
so,
really great.
That's my number 5.
That's a good number 5. Yeah, good. I didn't even really come across that one again. I haven't revisited the trailer since we talked about it, but man, that was a good one. All right, James's number 5. Do you want to amp me up?
Number 5.
Oh, I'm amped up, Kevin. Okay, here we go. American Animals.
Nice.
Yes, from April. I don't have to tell you the month, but I wrote it down, so I'm going to. I put in the effort.
Fucking wag your research deck
yes,
right now.
Exactly.
And let everyone know you looked stuff up.
Now, for anyone that doesn't remember, American Animals was a group of college kids, high school kids. I feel like we did
college.
It was college.
Yeah.
It was younger kids.
Yeah, they're college.
I
saw the movie. I had to remember.
You did see the movie. They decided to pull a heist on I think a library because it has one of the most valuable books in the country. And that's the premise of the movie. The trailer, just an amazing blend of seriousness and playful humor at the same time.
Yeah.
It used super bold interstitial music things of like, it was like a choir, but not, it was like 3 or 4 voices going dum dum dum.
Yeah.
You know, along with like bold title cards of just like red and like a card that just says something about, you know, we kind of take the piss out of trailers when they do stuff like that of like fantastic in quotation marks and stuff. But
I think the specific thing we said in the review for this was if you're going to do it like American Animals did it.
Yes, make it work in the
context
of the trailer, in the cut, in the flow, make it work. Because there were some title cards that were like a third of a second long. They don't expect you to read them. They know you're not reading them. It's for the pacing, it's for the aesthetic. So that was amazing. Also, there were like 3 different times you feel like the trailer is going to end because like the joke button is so good, but it keeps going. Like in a good way though, not in like a like Return of the King never ends type of way.
Yeah.
That that quote might be lost on you, Kevin.
No,
Lord
I
of
know.
the Rings is a fantasy movie involving wizards and hobbits and elves. Okay, you're familiar.
No,
Okay.
I remember pop culture.
It's just got a lot of like humorous buttons. So like the van door shutting.
Yeah.
Very slowly. It's like the trailer is very fast paced, but then all of a sudden it cuts to real quick them in like the getaway van with the sliding door, automatic van door shutting.
Which serves as like a really great reminder of these guys don't know what the fuck they're
Exactly.
doing.
Thematically, it still makes sense.
Yeah.
It's there for a reason, but it's also funny. But it's not even the end of the trailer. You could have ended the trailer on that. But there's like 3 or 4 more moments too. And I just think that's why that trailer just really stuck out to me as being fun, but also like I said, serious. It was like a weird blend of like these guys are very seriously considering this, but we're all there to watch and laugh at them.
Yeah.
That's kind of how the trailer felt. So that is my number 5.
All right, cool.
Kevin, are we ready for your number 4 trailer of 2018?
You obviously are, because it's American Animals.
Oh my God, no way!
Yeah. The only thing I'll add on top of everything you just said, I was mostly keeping quiet because I was like, oh man, I need to be able to have something to say.
Did I say everything you would have? I hope not.
I'll also add in just, in general, the editing in this trailer is fucking insane. And I think,
oh my God,
specifically when it comes to the pace, I think when it comes to that quick cutting of the title cards, of the shots, the fact that everything cuts perfectly to the beat of the song, and the fact that it is such an off-kilter and energetic song helps convey the style throughout this trailer.
Yes,
so well.
yes.
Yeah, it stuck out to me as one of my favorites of the
It's
year.
the pace. I think it's the pace of the trailer is what makes it up top, you know.
Yeah, so that's what I'll add, and then I'll also just forward everything you just said along. And, like, imagine it's an email chain.
Yeah.
All right.
Make sure to forward, because otherwise the attachment doesn't come with it. You gotta do that.
James's number 4.
My number 4. Here we go. Solo, a Star Wars story.
Oh, really?
From April.
Okay.
There's more, Kevin.
April was a good month for you.
Oh my God, it was. Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, it kind of was. Okay, so Solo. Mm-hmm. The specific Solo look, I don't need to describe Solo to you guys. You know what it's about. It's about Han Solo. The one I'm specifically talking about is the one that ends with, it's like a montage of stuff that's happening, not the one that ends with the Kessel Run. So the one with the montage, just like, it really felt like it hit all the notes that I wanted it to hit more than the first one. The first one was great. I loved the beginning, and then it hit some cool stuff in the middle. But this one, the music felt real Star Wars-y, but also fresh and new, and with a touch of roguishness to it from our favorite, nerf herder. We get a mysterious sense of Solo's beginnings, as well as a good enough taste of all the supporting characters. So, like, there's a lot of VO of Emilia Clarke, who plays Kira, kind of describing a little bit about Han's past, but not quite enough. Still sort of shrouding it in mystery. But in that sense, she's talking about Solo, so we get a little bit of the mysterious there, but we also get a little bit of her. Then we get Woody Harrelson, we get Lando, we get L3, and we even get a couple shots of the bad guy, Dryden Voss. It was like a really well-balanced Star Wars trailer of just seeing like the fun supporting characters in it and the action. And it's just, it really encapsulated the adventure they're all wrapped up in. And just, it just reminded, it really settled the fact that I was going to have a fun time at the movies with that one. The first like Super Bowl spot and the first trailer, I was excited, but I was still just kind of like, I'm not entirely sure. This is just really a something to hold me over until episode 9. But this trailer was the first one that I watched that made me go, I am so excited to see this movie. So that is why it is my number 4.
All right, very cool.
And what is Kevin's number 3?
It's actually Hereditary.
Oh,
Yeah.
which, yes, that was one of my honorable
That was
mentions.
also on
very,
yours. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, really, my list is just yours shifted up, it seems. Yeah,
You don't get to say much, apparently. Well, unless I mess something up for your
like,
2 and 1.
Sure. But at least with Hereditary, yeah, I mean, like, something else I'll add. Yeah, no, you're totally right. Like, there is things in the trailer that, in retrospect, is spoilery as fuck. But in the moment, you're just kind of taking everything as an atmospheric
Yeah,
piece.
you wouldn't know.
And I think the only thing in retrospect when I was watching the movie, I was actively waiting for the person on fire. Everything else, I was just kind of like taking it as it came.
Right, that was in the trailer.
Yes. And so for me, because I know a lot of people gave the Hereditary trailer shit for being like way too spoilery and stuff. And no, you needed every single ounce of everything in that trailer to get someone in a theater.
I would posit, do you feel like you were prepared when you watched that movie? Do you think credits rolled and you went, see, I told you I knew everything that was going to happen in that movie? Fuck off.
Yeah, totally. And yeah, I think that trailer does such a good job of pairing the horror aspects with the family drama aspects. And that's what made Hereditary, for me, as great of an experience as it was. It was that amalgamation of the two.
It was an experience.
It was
I'll say that.
Maybe too intense of an experience for some.
That was for me.
Yeah.
Definitely for me.
All right. You're at your number 3 now.
I'm at my number 3. And I'm worried.
Three?
There's an echo in here. I'm worried it's going to be your number 2 or 1, but we'll find out.
We'll find out.
This is James's number 3, 8th grade.
Okay.
From March.
It like just missed the mark for me.
Really?
It was one that I really liked.
Oh, great. Good. Well, that was Tully for me, too.
Yeah.
Like, really loved that trailer, but didn't quite make it. All right. 8th grade. I mean, I'm smiling just thinking about it. For those of you who don't remember, 8th grade is about a girl, it's a coming-of-age movie about her leaving 8th grade and entering high school, is going to be entering high school.
Correct.
And the craziness of youth that entails in all of that.
Well, and I think it's also now specifically the craziness of youth with social media now,
with the technology in the
yes.
culture, and I think that pretty much sums it up. This one still breaks my heart in the best way. Like, I rewatched it like 3 times before this episode just because I was just so into it. To be able to make an almost 30-year-old man, almost, not quite, be able to relate to the trials and tribulations of, an eighth grade girl of 2018, for that matter, is a remarkable feat to be able to do that. And it accomplished it. I watched this and just felt like I get you. I get you. Mm-hmm. But I couldn't possibly get you. I didn't have this shit when I was in 8th grade. I was a man. I was a boy, not a girl. Like, how am I able to relate to you so well? It's remarkable, really. So I thought that was absolutely amazing. Really, it makes you step back from the mindset of cranky old person complaining about technology and youths, but mostly technology, and just leads you to a form of understanding. And plus there was humor in it, and it just made you smile and just want all the good things for this character. And her dad too. You just really feel for her dad, who's just trying to be there for her, but also, it's fucking it up because of course you gotta fuck it up. You're the parent of an 8th grader.
Yeah, a single parent of an 8th grader.
Exactly. So this is one on my list that I didn't get around to seeing. Another one on my list I didn't get around to seeing, and I kick myself every day because every time I watch the trailer, I am bummed I haven't seen this yet. And again, and I said it last year and I'll say it again, I have told so many people to watch this trailer. That's a good sign for me to know it's one of my favorites of the year.
Totally.
That one had it. So there you go. That was my number 3. What is Kevin's number 2?
Sorry to bother you.
Also one that was like your 8th grade for me. Sorry about it. I watched it like 2 times just to like make sure. I was like, okay, doesn't quite make the list for me, but
yeah, no,
excellent trailer, right?
Yeah, no, it's such an excellent trailer. Again, it does such interesting and unique things with title cards throughout it,
and earrings,
and fucking earrings. But yeah, the tone is conveyed absolutely perfectly. They're able to convey a lot and really like a weird story to truncate over the course of like 2 minutes. Like there's a lot that happens in this trailer.
It's so strange.
And I think they're able to give you a taste of all of that strangeness effectively in a coherent trailer. And that in of itself is an incredibly impressive feat. On top of crazy ass fucking title cards, on top of, and this isn't in the first trailer, but in all of the subsequent like TV spots, all of the critic quotes are like in a character's earrings. Like a critic quote is something that Armie Hammer's character snorts off of a table. Like they do such cool shit, and there's so much energy going on through these trailers that I am just so fucking into. But again, the fact that they were able to convey an incredibly bizarre and absurd premise in such a short amount of time, while making it incredibly funny, is more than enough for that.
The trailer is so funny, and just those voices, man. The concept alone just has you go, I can't believe they can market this and succeed. And they did. I fucking loved that trailer, and I still haven't seen the movie. God, I haven't seen a lot in 2018. I'm really
Sorry to bother you and 8th grade are both very good.
Yeah, and Tully apparently. Yep.
American Animals is solid.
Animals, yeah.
Mary Poppins isn't out.
Very disappointed in myself with the lack of movies I've seen this year. I would like to make a resolution for 2019 that I will see more movies.
Someone can resurrect and
we'll see
Movie Pass's fucking battered corpse and make that happen again, because that was honestly a good chunk of why I saw.
But even at the end there, I wasn't using Movie Pass. I ran out of time.
Because they made it impossible to fucking use it.
I got the dog.
We're moving on. We're moving on. James's number 2.
What's my number 2? My silver. The silver trailer Hitch. Yeah, the silver trailer. Yeah. Most of them are silver. I mean, they're chrome. Look, let's move on. Mission Impossible Fallout.
Okay, cool.
Yes. From February. This one fucking builds, man. It just is amazing. It starts slow and methodical. The music is really intense, but fun. And then as the trailer builds, they start splicing in, I think it's an Imagine Dragons song. Get down with the something like that. I don't know. That was my attempt, and I'm not going to do it again for you. That
sounded like a country rendition of Down with the Sickness by Disturbed.
Isn't that what Imagine Dragons is, essentially? Whatever it is, it's a really fitting song for that trailer. But what is super cool is as the trailer starts building, they start splicing in the Mission Impossible theme song with that track. So it was just like every like few beats, it would just be like dun 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 dun, and then go back to the country Down with the Sickness. So plus, it just reminds you every time you watch this that Mission Impossible is still one of the best action spy franchises around. Did you see Fallout?
I did, yeah.
Okay. I totally loved it. I thought it was perfectly like amped up by the trailer and it matched perfectly. Look, we don't need to get into the movie. I don't know why I brought that up, Kevin. Let's move on to the trailer. I loved it. I really like the character of Ethan Hunt. The supporting characters that have grown in these movies throughout all of them, Simon Pegg and Ving Rhames and the female character actress that I don't remember her name, but she was just in the last one. She's still fresh. That's why I'm forgetting. Definitely not because I'm just bad at remembering. I'm blaming it on other people for sure. Look, I liked Mission Impossible. That was my number 2. Kevin!
Yeah.
What's your number 2? No. Kevin.
Yeah.
What's your number 1?
All right. We mostly give out chromes and silvers here, but we're finally kicking out the old fucking gold trailer.
We got a gold trailer, Hitch.
We got a gold trailer for Mandy.
Mandy!
Yes.
Holy shit. That's right. That trailer was bonkers.
That trailer was bonkers, and that was more than enough for it to be my favorite trailer of the year. So, Mandy has, I think, like 95 different things happening within this trailer, and I love 93 of them. And it's like just like the craziest, trippiest, strangest fucking trailer. Over the course of like 2 minutes, it's able to sell me what's effectively like a death metal album cover with an 80s action vibe mixed with
80s,
mixed with like Nick Cage just being batshit. And the entire time I was watching this trailer, I was like, I need to fucking see this opening weekend. So I mean, like, obviously James and I don't see everything opening weekend when we say we are going to. It's because we have lives. It's because we have jobs. The Mandy trailer was so good, regardless of the fact that, like, I got a new job in a promoted position and, like, had to kind of, like, figure out my job from scratch. Regardless of the fact that James works an incredibly busy job as well, we still made it a point to be like, yes, this is the day Mandy opens. We're fucking going.
We went, baby.
And that
Thursday opening, right?
Fucking Thursday
we were there.
Went. We both drove to downtown LA. Well,
I mean, I was downtown.
You were
anyway,
already downtown.
I worked there.
Yeah, I came from Beverly Hills, so it was like a good 45-minute drive. And the entire time, I was like, I'm fucking jacked for me.
And you got there before me.
Yeah,
that's how much this was your favorite trailer of the year.
No kidding, right? Yeah, and also backed with so. We obviously reviewed Mandy on the show. I have warmed up to it a little bit more. That said, the trailer for me is still better than the film. Like, the trailer for me promises and delivers more in 2 minutes and 15 seconds than anything could have reasonly gave me.
Yeah. Yes.
And so the bar was set exceptionally high for the film off of this trailer.
Yeah.
And I think that because of
it was
that,
an impossible bar.
It was an impossible bar.
I think.
And the fact that there is such a thing as an impossible bar set by a trailer is enough for me to say that, yeah, that means that that's my favorite trailer.
Yeah. Okay, well done. I'm going to be honest. I forgot about it. Maybe it was how disappointed in the movie I was. But,
sure. Retroactive anger.
Not anger, just retroactive confusion.
Sure.
Of like, what did I just watch? Type of stuff. All right, are you ready for my number one? My golden trailer, Hitch.
Uh-huh.
That would be Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, interesting.
Absolutely. So the absolute most recent trailer, I believe it's from October, because we've been getting hints and teases of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse since last December, since 2017. So I've been like waiting for proper trailers, not just teasers. And we got one, and it was good. But the creme of the crop, man, the tippy top, the prise de resistance, what was it? Was it French thing?
Piece de resistance?
That's what I said. Anyway, we. Is the most recent Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse trailer from October. It's the one that starts with Jake Johnson's Peter Parker going, my name is Peter Parker. Like,
Yeah.
you've heard of me, you know me, I've been around a while, I'm a goofy-looking popsicle, I'm a comic book, I have a holiday record, but this story isn't about me, this is about someone else. All the other trailers start with Miles Morales, right? Mm-hmm. This one was important for me that it started with Peter Parker. Not because I needed a lead-in, but because I think general audiences know Peter Parker, and it was a helpful lead-in for them into this, who the main character is actually going to be. So that was amazing to me. That was an amazing first step. I mean, the animation, man, is just, from teaser 1, I've been mind blown by just the style of this animation. I can't wait to see more of this style. I want to see it more and more and more. It's just so beautiful looking and so dynamic and energetic. It just is beautiful. It's a beautiful animation. And the humor is there, man. The style is there. The voice cast, are you kidding me? We just talked about how insane Nick Cage is. You got Nicolas Cage to play noir Spider-Man in this movie. How freaking awesome is that? And the audacity to include all these different spider people in this trailer. Because that's when the trailers for this movie really started diving into all these spider people. The first one was just Miles Morales and a hint of Peter Parker. The full trailer was Miles Morales and Peter Parker with a hint of Gwen Stacy as Spider-Gwen. This one was just like, you got Noir Spider-Man, you got Spider-Gwen, you got Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham, the pig, voiced by John Mulaney. You know, you have all these spider people, and the audacity to just go for it, you know, is insane and fun. And I've been on the edge of my seat every time this trailer comes up. The music, man, I am not much of a music aficionado, especially when it comes to hip hop. I don't know much about hip hop. That's why I make the awesome joke that I think everything is Run the Jewels to Kevin. Yep. And Kevin laughs every single time because it's that funny of a joke.
It's been funny for all 4 of the years you've been making the joke, yes.
But I really appreciate it when trailers include hip hop that meshes with the trailer editing style and the flow so well. That's why Creed 2 is an amazing trailer. That's why Black Panther is an amazing trailer. Yeah. And that's why Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is an amazing trailer. You know, they really just get it. They get the energy, they get the vibe, they get the flow. And I just cannot wait to swing into theaters for this one. That is why it's my favorite trailer of 2018.
Cool.
Yeah. Beating out Solo, believe it or not. Solo didn't even crack my top 3, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that. But
Solo still managed to make her top 5, though.
You got to raise it.
It's not going to be a James list unless there's a Star Wars property.
Well, that was my golden trailer Hitch, and you gave yours out. Mm-hmm. That's it. Who gets the golden trailer?
Wildly different movies, by the way. Wildly different trailers.
That's good, though. I feel like last year we had a lot of overlapping ones.
Yeah, I think we both picked Baby Driver, right?
Baby Driver wasn't my number 1. Now I know this because I just listened to the episode. My number 1 was The Shape of Water, which was your number 2.
Yeah, that's how it was.
It was awesome, though. The Shape of Water. That's why it was the trailer. Yeah. The movie was fine. Look, we don't have to get into that. Kevin, I have had a wonderful year of podcasting with you.
I've had such a wonderful year of podcasting with you.
Yeah, happy New Year.
Yes.
And thank you for everything. And thank you, listeners, for listening and getting a kick out of us. And whether it's to, make fun of us or to laugh along with us. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but we appreciate it regardless.
Yeah, definitely. No, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for needing to hear us. And we are really happy that we have an audience to share this with.
Yeah.
I am very grateful that I have you to share this with, James.
Oh, thank you.
And yeah, no, this has been a fantastic year, and we're gonna fucking come right on back in 2019.
Ringing in the new year, baby.
Keep on fucking doing it.
With the new resolution to see more movies that I say
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
to see, quote unquote.
Yeah, no, I think that'd be good too.
But-
dude, AMC list.
Like most,
That's how I caught the favorite last
exactly. But like most New Year's resolutions, we'll see if it happens.
Well, I mean, like most New Year's resolutions, you're going to be like super good the first few months.
That's true.
And then
Yeah.
eventually fall off. That's what happened to me with working out. So,
I mean, I think the big thing is Paddington 2 came out in January,
Oh, yeah, that was-
2018.
that
So
was such a fucking high bar.
Where do you go from there? You
like,
just,
don't get me wrong, I loved Hereditary, but did you see Paddington?
Did you see
2?
Paddington 2? It's a goddamn delight. And it's downhill from there, man. You set the bar really high 2018. So maybe 2019 will be similar. I don't know.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's wrap this up. Let's get the show on the road, as they say.
Yeah, we're going to be continuing down this here path here, hitchhiking along. We hope that you will join us. We hope to reconvene sometime in 2019. Keep talking about these sweet-ass trailers.
Absolutely.
A thank you and Happy New Year to Rachel Ashley, who did our amazing cover art. A huge thank you and Happy New Year to Danny Schmitz of Lost in the Name for the amazing intro.
That's right.
And a huge thank you to our good friend Casey Clowers for the amazing outro, which you're going to hear in just a moment, unless James has something to add.
One last thing. Because we're not recording this at the end of December, we might miss some trailers. Look, it happens. December is a pretty big month for big movie trailers.
It's not like we get advanced copies of trailers.
Yeah.
Like, these drop when we see it.
Exactly. And we have a lot of stuff going on in December, which is why we need to record this episode early, so we miss stuff. Look.
We can always, like,
Quentin
their first episode in January, like the very first episode we do, if something comes out that's like that fucking mind-blowing where it completely
We'll talk about
shifts
it. We'll talk about it.
We will absolutely talk about it.
But
I'm letting you know right now, though, like, my honorable mentions are Mary Poppins Returns and Tully. Boy, you got to fucking knock my socks off. Like, it's going to be a hard feat.
yeah, that's a good point. That's all I had to say, though, Kevin.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? We should also give a huge thank you and Happy New Year to Jenny Hawks, social
Absolutely.
media correspondent, kills it.
Social media correspondent who will love the fact that you just didn't want to say all the social media stuff. So we'll just say, thanks, Jenny.
Yeah, no, thank you to you, because you actually, like, keep an eye on that stuff.
It's the Facebook, it's the Twitter, it's the Instagram, it's the YouTube.
Yeah.
There, I said it all.
Yeah.
It's on iTunes. Like and subscribe us on iTunes. That's important.
Yeah, that's good, too.
And comment. Look, we're tired. Let's go. Should we go to bed?
We're going to go to bed.
Okay.
we're going to hibernate until the new year.
Yeah.
We hope you guys get that opportunity to. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next year.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
You can't mend holy sails without a sailor stitch, and you can't haul your stuff without a trailer hitch.